are tuned in on episode number 3. It's just, I'm sure the boys can express how, thankful we are that you guys have even stuck this far. So that means you're enjoying it. That means we're doing something right. And if we're not, like I said in the last episode, feedback is always welcome because I don't know if you guys see it the same way I see it. But for me personally, I feel like there's no room for growth if, we're not listening to you guys, we're not listening to us. So I just always feel like feedback is more than welcome. So with that being said, episode 3, I'm your host, Carlos. I got James and Ronnie Smo, aka Aaron, in the building. How you boys doing?
Hey man, doing good, man. It's Friday,
It's
so
Friday.
it's real good
Yes,
stuff.
sir. I know that's right.
Yes, sir. Blessed, absolutely blessed.
Always, bro. I know we were talking a little bit about, SoundCloud era, mixtape era. It's just something about that era, like, of mixtapes where, to me, it just felt like people were actually hungry. I don't know how you guys feel about that. Like, I felt like there was actually a chip on, on these rappers' shoulders, and it felt more competitive. Like, I don't know if it was this year or last year. I thought I saw somewhere that, like, there was no rap album that went number 1. And it just, for me, I was like, bro, this would have
Hmm.
never happened, like, 6, 7 years ago or whatever. I
Right.
don't know, man. What do you guys think about that?
Yeah, I agree. I think the difference is though, like what a mixtape is more so like geared towards like your like hardcore fan base, right? So I think the fans definitely come out a little more for the mixtapes because there's also like a lot more freedom. That's why like I feel like there was a lot more samples like on mixtapes beforehand because you don't got to get cleared. You're just putting it together and putting it out. Um, and you don't have to worry
Mm,
about like trying to go, or at least during that time, it was like trying to get on the radio. You just putting something together and just having fun with it. And you knew like if nothing else, like just your foundation of fans were gonna come out and support it. But for some reason, like it was like something special on the water. So it was like every tape was just going crazy. So I think just a little bit of freedom just from like the legal aspect of it, and then just like not trying to hit radio, just inadvertently made them
yeah,
all the projects go crazy. A lot of them felt like albums like Fabulous mixtapes that they always go crazy. I honestly some of them could probably be put a little bit higher than like his own albums. Like I love his like Summertime Shootout mixtapes. Like those were going crazy. And just
hmm
like anytime he does anything with like his team on the mixtape, I think it's always like you always hear that old Fab sound that like when you first started listening to him. So
Absolutely, yeah. Just like you said with Fabulous with his mixtapes, you used to have YG do his Just Read Up mixtapes. You would have, Lil
yeah.
Wayne doing all his mixtapes. Like, honestly, it was
Hmm.
because it was a good album rollout. That's what people had to do. You had to remind people that, like, hey, yeah, I'm actually in this mode. You're about to hear what kind of mode I'm in. And that's why you should be
Yep.
listening to a new album, and that's how it's gonna work. That's what with that on top of going on talk shows back when Breakfast Club really was about actually talking about the music, and like they had like was that Sway in the morning. You had a lot of outlets to
Yeah.
actually you had a lot of outlets to showcase what you got going on, and you actually had to get people to buy in. That's how the culture was at one point. Now we're at a point where social media where I might drop a single or I might drop a music video or a snippet of something I might come out, and that's my way of my rollout just to get you excited. But we don't want to do too much because also a lot
Mm,
of artists get signed before they're really even just out here being hungry, like you said. So like their labels don't let them drop a whole lot of stuff or like showcase a lot of
Hmm.
stuff until the project drops. So yeah, I was gonna say I definitely think there was a different kind of culture in the air back then when you used to do that. You used to actually have to be hungry and you actually had to work on it. Nowadays when you got like TikTok, you could blow up off of TikTok with one song or just from a phrase that you say in the song, not even the whole song, just like one little part. You know what I mean? When you go from there, it's not like I'm
Yeah.
not saying there's not any rap talent out there, but you could just show how many people get known and they really blow up, and there are a lot of them folks don't really do have that kind of wide range of actual musical ability. They just kind of want to like
Hmm.
just do something to get popping really quick, get that little bit of clout, and then ride off of it instead
clout.
of like So that's just the truth. There's good rappers out there though. There's really good artists out there.
With that being said, bro, if mixtape era were to come back tomorrow, like if people started dropping mixtape, or actually, let me phrase that differently. In today's like talent of rappers, who do you guys think like top three artists, rappers, whatever it may be, that would succeed like in the mixtape game?
Hmm. That's a really good question.
Honestly, I mean, right off the bat, it's not all three, but JID would. JID be hungry to drop music, so he would
Mm,
definitely,
Mm-hmm.
he definitely would be one. I was gonna say he would benefit. Um, Lil Uzi would benefit because he was part of that. Well, him and Future,
I was
to be
gonna say I
honest.
feel like Lil Uzi had a little bit of a
Oh,
mixtape run. Yeah,
Future,
he kind of
yeah.
was
Yeah,
coming into it.
yeah, that's a sleeper. But yeah, I was gonna say it's a slept on artist for the come to the because people do talk about mixtapes, but yeah, Lil Uzi's mixtape catalog is ridiculous too. Like
I feel
that's what
like
I got put
Future's
on.
kind of like an OG though, no? Like I
Hmm.
when I say
Oh, for
like
sure.
today, I mean like people that are coming up. Like
Oh,
for
my
me, the
fault.
one
Yeah.
person that comes to mind is like Jello, bro. I don't know if you guys heard that. Backyard. I don't
Wait,
know. That just reminds.
He might put like a NBA
it
That's
live
what I'm
might.
tape
saying.
together,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah, bro. Like imagine him posted up on a caddy. Like that's just the front cover. Him like holding a big old like bully with a chain. I don't know, bro.
Hmm.
That
Yeah.
his music just to me screams
Hmm.
mixtape, early
Well,
two
yeah.
thousands.
He would be honestly all this new generation's like I guess replacement for YG because YG was like that too. He made a couple bops here and there, but then we dropped the mixtapes and they were just all good vibes. That's what made him really blow up to get his own albums
Yeah.
and stuff. So Jello would
You
do
think
that too.
so?
Like yeah, Jello would just make a tape of really
100%.
good like just feel good music. He would make some good vibes and then probably be able to pump it up from there, and that would actually help his career. Honestly, dropping a mixtape would probably be not a bad idea for him. To
You
be
know what?
honest.
To me, it feels like you said YG. To me, his sound, I feel like kind of gives me like what is it like the Game 50 Cent? What was that album they dropped together with the? I don't know if they dropped it all together, but they had a couple songs on there. Do you know which
Oh
one I'm
yeah.
talking about?
Well, I know the couple songs. I was gonna say I don't know about the project. I was gonna say no, I don't feel like a real hip hop
I
head if
think
I
that
didn't
was the
I
Game,
know the
right?
answer. Yeah,
You talking about his
yeah, the
first
game was
album?
the one that really got.
It's the one where he's sitting on those on the tires, and it's like it has a
Oh, that's the
"This is
is that the
how."
documentary?
The documentary?
That's
Yeah.
that's a yeah, that was a solo
Is
album,
it a
but he
doc?
had so many features on there. Yeah, Kanye beats all up in it though.
Everyone is on
That's
that. Yeah, that
Yeah,
was a good album.
yeah, it's a good
yeah,
album.
that's
It
the
is.
kind of sound that I feel like
Hmm.
Jello could be like.
Hmm.
I don't know, like if he were to come out with a mixtape, that's just the kind of sound that I would feel like would come out of that, you know?
Yeah.
Hmm. Oh
That
yeah,
makes
I
sense.
agree.
Yeah, like an LA sound and him being from Cali. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I
Oh
Chino
don't
yeah.
know.
Hills.
I I feel like I need a list of like people who's like making music right now to like really see. I think you know
Mhm.
what came to mind is like I don't know if like were you guys tuned into like Lil Skies?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I remember those
Yeah,
guys.
I wonder if like if like that mixtape era came back tomorrow, like if he were to drop like a tape, like how that would go. Because I know he had a crazy buzz when he
He
first came
did.
out.
Mm,
So, but I feel like
Hmm.
it didn't necessarily go probably the way he wanted it to go. I wonder if maybe it was like label restrictions.
Yeah, it
probably, yeah,
is.
because he had
Yeah,
those
they
couple
get
songs
caught
he
up.
came out with.
You get caught up, especially with sometimes with these record deals. Getting signed ain't the best thing for a lot of these artists, to be honest. You get your stuff shelved all the time. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
You're
like
telling
yeah,
me
I was gonna
about it,
say
bro.
yes. Yeah, he definitely getting held back. When he was right, he had a buzz. I think someone who would also benefit off the mixtape era, Ski Mask, because he would be able to jump on other people's beats like
Oh,
Lil Wayne. He would be on. Yeah,
yeah.
he would just murk those. Yeah, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I can see
yeah.
that. Ski Mask got
Hmm.
a good flow to him.
You do, he do. He's cool. He's 1-on-1 too, so it's like you don't get artists like him. So when he drops the once in a blue moon, it's really something cool to see. You're like, dang, yeah, that's nice.
Mm,
Got tap in. Trying to think who else. Ooh, Denzel Curry's another one. Benefit
Del
off the
Curry.
Denzel
mixtape.
Curry.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
He kind of doing that right now. Actually, he just made a music group. He like made a music super group. It's him, ASAP Ferg, Tia Kareen, and a couple other people. What's the other? Oh my God, BK the Ruler. She's tough too. But yeah,
BK the
Mm,
they
Ruler.
just
That sounds so
yes,
familiar.
yes.
yeah, BK the Ruler is tough, bro. Yeah, she's tough. You should definitely tap in. I was gonna say
Gotta
I like her.
tune in.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
her and Tia Kareen, they're slept on. Rule slept on, in my opinion.
Yeah.
They're so fire. Hmm.
I
That I'm gonna
found her.
check
I
that
found
out. Yeah,
her
because I
through Young Boy because they had like did the collab or whatever.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no,
Mm-hmm.
100%. Yeah, BK. I think it was because it was when I don't know if y'all heard the song when Denzel did his he did his own version of "Going Hard in the Paint" with the Waka Flocka sample.
Oh
oh, I think I did
yes,
hear
yes, yes,
that. Yeah, yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Yeah, dude. Like
Yeah.
literally, if you listen to that song, everybody that's on that song is literally in that group. That's how that works.
Mm-hmm.
Which is weird.
Oh
Yeah, like they're
no
all in
way.
that group. Yeah, yeah, they're like all
Yeah.
in the group, which is funny. Yeah, it worked out.
Yeah.
But no,
That's
yeah,
fire.
it's good, man. Yeah, dude. Yeah, no, definitely. They would. Yeah,
Dog.
they dropped the tape, so it's. I was gonna say that little tape was clean, so I think they would benefit big time doing on that. So.
Speaking of which,
Mm-hmm.
bro, you brought that whole, Waka Flocka Flame, Denzel Curry. I miss when artists used to rap over like other artists' beat like that. Like one that comes to
Mhm,
mind too is
Yeah.
Wiz Khalifa on that Reefer Party remix. I still bump that to
mhm.
this day, bro. I think his
Mm-hmm.
is, in my opinion, I think his version is better than Waka Flocka's.
Oh yeah, dude. You know sometimes you do be hearing other people on here like, dang, that kind of wish they got the beat. You feel me? Like I was gonna say that sometimes you get
Yeah.
those. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're like, dang, like, yeah. No disrespect to Waka though, he go hard, but definitely like I was
Oh,
gonna
for
say
sure.
even prime Wiz Khalifa though, like people couldn't, people really was trying, they were trying too hard in comparison to Wiz because Wiz would just do it effortlessly, bro. Prime Wiz was
Yeah,
Yeah.
cool.
man.
His
Oh,
mixtape
big
run was
time.
crazy too. His
Yeah,
his mixtape
Orange was
catalog
that
is
cushion
crazy.
OJ. The cushion
Cushion O,
OJ.
Yep.
yeah,
Flight
Cushion OJ,
Yeah,
School.
that was a solid one.
yeah,
Yeah.
fights. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's another dude with
Forgot
That's
a
a
about
fire
that
mixtape
mixtape run
throwback.
he
bag.
had. Yeah.
Yeah. Shoot. What was I gonna say? I think it's like with Wiz Khalifa. Anybody really in that category of like or realm of rap that he's in, like Currency, Larry June, bro? They bet
Mm-hmm.
they already kind of drop mixtapes pretty much. They drop so often they pretty much tapes.
Yeah,
Like
Yeah.
that's
that's
they're still
facts.
doing that. They're still doing it and it works. Like it works really well. But like, and this is off subject just for a second, but I was gonna say I listened to Spiral Staircase. Y'all listen to that? Larry June
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
current. Oh, it's Larry June Currency produced by Alchemist. It came out last month, and I
Mm-hmm.
ran it today, and I was like, dude, this is crazy. The vibes was crazy. That's why they could do that. They drop like
Uh-huh.
tapes and stuff. They'd benefit because they just drop 8 songs and they're just clean, and that's it.
That
I don't
sounds like
So
a
think
mini Avengers
yeah,
group right there, bro. What?
it
Alchemist?
does.
yes.
That-
Yes, bro.
like
Al
seven
actually,
in.
Al even rapped on one of them. Al rapped on like the
Oh,
second to last
You're
one.
fire.
lying.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. Al's clean. That's why it was cool when him and Larry June went on tour from when they last time they did an album
Uh-huh.
together. Larry June or Alchemist performed on stage as an opener, like he was actually rapping his songs and stuff. It's
Mm-hmm.
tough.
I don't know if you guys remember when rappers would come on and like just start, promoting their songs. Like I remember Sway in the Morning, Hot 97, like all those was like something peak that I would listen to in middle school. Like I just remember all the OGs would be on there. I don't know if you guys listen to Hobson. I remember I used to listen to Hobson a lot.
Oh
I don't know, I just feel
yes,
like he was
yes.
big. He was big in middle school, so I remember he'd be on like a lot of those. He was just hungry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's the blog era. Blog era rap was like it was the best time for that because it was the best outlet to do it. Still figuring out ways to get their music out without having to stand outside and handing CDs to strangers and stuff. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you got to really, figure out your
Yeah.
Hmm.
way. And honestly, the best way was when you got on those TV shows. You talking about where you came from, show your rap skills, showcase it off. Like, it was good. I remember I got put on with Logic, hearing his Sway in the Morning freestyle. I remember that. I remember I was gonna say yeah, like people like Logic, J. Cole would do them. Kendrick used to do them.
Kendrick
I was
used to
going
do
to
a lot.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Mac Miller. Like we used to have it good, man. We used to actually have it really good. Folks wanted to go do that. Now it's more of like it sucks because like we're just in such a negative space. We're in like popular culture. We like to be in everybody business. We don't even like care about if people got talent. They get as far as they are for the more we know about them or the more controversy that comes with them because you get on like Breakfast Club
Yeah.
used to really be on that. Like Breakfast Club used to really be talking about rap and talking about where you're from, all that stuff. Now you go on there, they always trying to catch you up in something you said, something you did, trying to get a sound bite out of you. It's the culture of like just actually caring about the rap and caring about the music to have it. Yeah, like we, it was good. Like we had a good time, or when we had those kind of things. Nowadays, we don't have those things because most of these artists don't rap. Actually, like they're not even really rappers. They just kind of sing on something, got auto tune. They just got something that sounds good, but they don't. They're not rappers. Like they ain't really like going out. Really, like they're like, oh man, this guy's crazy. JID is a great example of a good rapper. You got
Mm-hmm.
people like
Yeah.
with Mick Jenkins who could really rap. I see him go out there and do that, but he don't get the shine that he deserves because no one really cares about those kind of like artists anymore. Not saying I don't, because I love those my kind of artists. I love them folks.
Mm-hmm.
I like everybody on the spectrum. Like even if the ones that I was talking about who don't really rap, I got artists I like too. But you
This is what it
definitely.
must have sounded like when OGs would talk to us about like Tupac
Oh,
and like
dude.
Biggie and
Yes, bro. I'm embracing
Mm-hmm.
the
it's like
Unk era, bro. I'm a father of two now. God damn it. I need myself.
Yeah,
Give
that's
me some
right.
time to let me tell y'all what some real music is. I'm about tired of this, bro. Like I was like, yeah, I'm
you
about
said
tired of
this
you
is
Yeah.
not
youngins.
real music. What does this sound?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could say
But
that now. I could say that now, bro. Like, what the heck? Yeah, but yeah, that's what
yeah.
I'm saying. Like, having that, but like for real though, like we just nowadays we're just in a space where it's really not as much actual like hip hop, like people rapping or really trying to get like have the lyrical talent to do so. They just know how to make something sound good on a record, and it's mostly the producers doing heavy lifting nowadays. Like producers
Oh
do the
yeah.
heavy
Producers
lifting,
are not
bro.
getting
Like.
paid enough, bro.
Dog, yeah, bro. And honestly, I'm not even gonna say nowadays. They've always been. Producers have always
Yeah.
been doing the heavy lifting with records because you need something to ride on that people gonna remember to identify with. Um, but yeah, we're just in an era where we just it's really producers getting the job done. Like that's why I could
Mm-hmm.
talk about producers all day. Well, artists nowadays it's kind of a limited conversation because it's like they're cool, but it's not like
Mm-hmm.
they ain't said something that I just heard someone else say on a song before.
I was gonna say, yeah, it seems like a lot of people kind of like blow up really quick off of a sound or a song, and then we kind of just like, or like the masses kind of just like squeeze all the juice out of it, and then it's done, and then it's
Mhm.
like on to the next.
Pause.
But and that doesn't give it doesn't give the artist a chance to like grow, or like it doesn't really matter
Yeah.
what they had going on beforehand. You just know them for
Right.
that one thing, and but then they're not really able to like follow it up.
Mhm.
And I think a lot of times like the labels are cool with that. Like, if we can get like as much, success out of the one thing that you did, like they'll run with that. But then
Mhm.
also these things that these artists are doing is just rinse and repeat. It's a lot of
Mm,
everyone copying the same pony trick with just a little twist to it, and it goes. And
Mhm.
then I feel like the labels are cool with it. um but then, yeah, like Aaron said, because of that, they're underdeveloped. So even if these
Mhm.
radio shows were still doing like quality interviewing, like what are they really going to speak about? Like their one song that they made on accident that went to the moon, and
Mhm.
they can't really follow it up. And so,
Mhm.
yeah, I think it's just kind of lost its way, because, yeah, also radio shows don't really ask the right questions either. A lot of it is
Mhm.
like
mm,
what they see or hear, rumors. And I hate when like an artist goes up there and then they just ask about a bunch of other artists. Like they're there to promote their project, what they got going on, and not to like talk about their personal life, what's their relationship with XYZ artist.
Mhm.
So yeah, it's
Mhm.
all
yeah,
just gotten kind of watered down, unfortunately.
I agree, man.
Like I'm telling you, bro, and it was also
Yeah.
fun because it reminded them of like seeing folks do it outside at their houses, where they lived and all that stuff. People be
Yep.
freestyling, like it was cool to do it. Rapping was like, honestly, rap was like skateboarding, in my opinion. Like it's just cool. Like you see people do it, it's pretty dang
Mm-hmm.
cool. Like you're like, dang, I want to do that.
Right.
Or it's like, or dunking a basketball, you're like, I want to do that. Or you know what I mean? Like it was just one of
Yeah.
those things as part of the, like it's just you see people do, and you're like, I want to do that. It's not easy, but I think I could do that. Like, and then when you could, you was nice. Like, you remember, like,
That's a pretty
I
good
don't know if y'all ever
comparison.
seen videos.
Yeah.
Like Biggie Smalls used to be freestyling outside with the microphone and just have people circling
Yeah.
Yep.
around him,
Yeah.
and he would go, "Yeah, dude, we lost the sauce, bro. That was the sauce." I mean, there's still artists who do, but they're so old. Not saying that like they're like super old, but like they're so old in the sense that they have been doing this for a while. They're not the new people. They're not
Yeah.
new
Yeah.
artists. They're not new. Like
They're
like I see
seasoned.
Yeah, they're very seasoned. Like I see, what's it called? During COVID, what's his name? Funk Flex used to do the freestyles, and he did it outside because he was like, because of COVID. He had Action Bronson do
Mm-hmm.
it. Action Bronson showed up, and he just rapped
Oh
on
yeah,
a stoop. Dude,
yeah.
clean, very clean.
It
Like
don't get no better
like
than
it's
that.
fun when you see that. Yeah, for
Yeah,
real,
Action
Mm-hmm.
man.
Bronson, man.
That's my guy. Love Action Bronson, man.
Mm-hmm.
I love that genre of rap. Honestly, I call me and my boy Jay. We used to call it we call it luxury street rap when they just rap over like samples and it
Yeah.
sounds like it sounds so rich, but they're saying such heinous stuff. Like that's crazy.
Yo, some big L shit.
Yes. Oh,
Mm.
rest in peace to Big L too. That's my other guy right there.
Yeah.
Love Big L.
Want to switch topics, bro, but I was watching this clip on, I think it was Complex or something, but it was an Apple Music interview, and J. Cole was pretty much talking about, we'll throw the clip in here. This is where we put the reels in, and then we throw the clip of J. Cole talking. Anyways,
Mm-hmm.
man, he was saying something about how he doesn't like promoting album, or not promoting albums, but releasing albums at midnight or something. He said that people are asleep and nobody
Mm-hmm.
wants to wait and listen to, an album
Yeah.
at midnight. I mean, luckily
Yeah.
for us, bro, we're on the West Coast, so we don't really got to worry
Mm-hmm.
about that too much.
Oh,
But
that must be
I'm
Right.
thinking
nice.
about
Yeah.
how, like, yeah, I mean, you personally, Aaron, you gotta, you gotta wait till midnight. So maybe you can talk to us a little bit more about how that feels, bro.
Yeah. Oh boy. No, it's cool. I mean, honestly, being up with the kids, I be going to bed at like midnight one and anyway. So I already like if I have
Mm.
the energy to listen to it, I'm already running it. Like I remember I ran J. Cole's Fresh at midnight. It didn't feel like nothing to me. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna run that. Like when it comes to people like Cole, Kendrick, if or any of those artists, if I know they dropping, I'm gonna stay up for it. But other people, you can wait till go
Mm-hmm.
take my drive in the morning and go to work. Honestly, it's cool. What the craziest thing, this is why nobody on the East Coast cares about Western Conference teams in basketball. Cause they be playing,
Mm-hmm.
the Warriors and the Trailblazers be playing, bro, and it's already like 1 a.m. here, and y'all in the second quarter. We want to go to
Oh,
bed. Like
oh
we
nah.
over, we over it, bro. Like, yeah,
I
like
never thought
and
about it
I
like
get it.
that.
Now I nobody yeah, that's why nobody on the East Coast know what's going on in the Western Conference or Western teams or anymore. They're like, I don't
Yeah.
know, bro. Y'all be on when I'm trying to go to sleep, bro. Like,
That's
That's
like
so
background
funny.
noise.
Why do I picture that overnight shift worker just like at the gas station, just watching the Lakers game, like 2 in the morning?
On his phone.
I feel like those.
Yeah.
I feel like those Brit. I feel like British people who be up at like 2 a.m. watching Sunday morning football.
Yeah.
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 Maybe it was that early, bro.
Hey
That's
man,
crazy.
speaking of Western Conference, did you see that the Sonics might come back?
This,
I didn't see
yes. Oh
that.
yeah,
I've been following it.
yeah. Dude, yeah, I'm
Yeah.
on it. I'm on it, bro. I'm about to go broke just from buying all the merch when they come back. I already know it. I'm
Mm-hmm.
excited. Yeah.
Who do you want to see? Who do you want to see in that starting five though?
I want
Anyone,
KD to
bro.
retire there.
KD for sure gotta be, yeah. KD for sure
Yeah,
he's already a non-negotiable.
Yeah.
yeah. I think I want to see the McDaniels brothers, Jaden and Jalen. They're from Federal Way. I want to see them.
Oh,
I want to
Mm-hmm.
see Paulo Banquero leave the Magic and go play there. That'd be a good big that they have. I'm trying to think. DeJounte Murray, another Seattle legend right there.
okay.
Must. Must.
Yes, yes, yeah. DeJounte's
Mm-hmm.
chilling. That's why I was like, I think he definitely wait until his time, and he about to go. And was that Gary Payton Jr.? Love to see that dude. Got good
Oh
energy.
Mm,
yeah, yeah,
That'd be a,
yeah. That'd be crazy to see him
yeah.
in a Sonics jersey.
Yeah,
that would
I
be
would.
wild.
Bro, if they could somehow pull it to where they get an all Seattle-based team, that would be the toughest team of all time. I mean, seriously, like we got
I
a
was
lot of
just gonna say,
Seattle
bro,
over
come to
there.
think about
Bro,
it,
that's a sellout.
yeah, come to think
Easy,
about it, there's a lot of
easy.
hoopers, yeah.
There
Yeah.
is a lot of
Oh
hoopers
yeah,
that come
dude.
out of here.
Yeah, Westbrook gonna try to sneak his way in there for his retirement. We know we just because you wore the jersey on draft night don't mean he was a Sonic, buddy.
Yeah, bro,
Nah,
that's fun.
That's
but
wild.
Kids probably see that and be like, "That's AI. That's edited."
Yeah, right. They do. They have to, bro. They have to because
Yeah.
it's so weird. Like it's like a fever dream. I think it's honestly, it's almost even though it's true and it never really happened.
Yeah.
It feels like when we seen what's his name, Akeem Olajuwon in a Raptors jersey. It looks weird.
Yeah.
It looks so
It
Yeah,
does.
weird.
It do.
Or like, or Portland, or the Portland Trailblazer legend Scottie Pippen. That's crazy.
yeah.
That yeah, that
Crazy times, bro. That's
some
how it's
things
like. It's a
don't look
fever dream,
right.
Yeah.
honestly. No, they
Mm-hmm.
don't, bro. Honestly, you know who would be good for front office or like coaching? Nick. I don't know if y'all remember Nick Collison, the big that used to be on over there. Was on OKC for
Mm-mm.
years when KD was there.
No, I don't
That's
Okay.
a.
remember him. It sounds
Oh
familiar.
yeah, no. Yeah, bro. Dude deserves his jersey retired. That dude was on the team forever. He was a real one.
Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah, yeah, he'd be cool. I'd be
damn.
cool to see him. Yeah, he'd be
We got a
tough.
little bit off topic. I just wanted to bring that up because we were talking
Yeah.
about what were we talking about? Seattle something.
Oh, we was talking about
The time zone difference.
that the time zone difference. Yeah, about that. Oh yeah,
Oh
because
yeah, West Coast
we're
games and
talking about J
stuff.
Cole's. Yeah, J Cole's statement. Yeah, we can get back on that.
Yeah, but yeah, no, I mean for me, I feel I'm not gonna lie, I feel kind of fortunate that like for today example, or no, today's Friday, I'm tripping. Like, or wait, would it be today? Yeah, it would be today. Like
Yesterday.
today, for example, today's Friday, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or I'm
Mm-hmm.
tripping.
That's Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so like for today example, we're recording this on a Friday. In a few hours, or a few minutes, new album's gonna come out and we get to listen to it at 9 o'clock. So for me, I just feel fortunate that I'm like, I don't gotta wait till 12. I'm
Oh,
sorry,
it's
Aaron. Sometimes
Thursday.
I
They
know.
come out on Thursday for you. Thursday at 9.
Oh, they
It's
come out on
midnight here. Yeah, it's midnight
Thursdays.
Friday
Yeah.
for me. Yeah,
that
yeah, that's how they
that
get it.
makes
Yeah,
sense, yeah.
yeah.
So they
Mm-hmm.
come out Thursday at 9 for us,
9.
as opposed to
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
like Aaron, you get it over
Mm-hmm.
there at midnight. So
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, it's real. It's
damn.
honestly that's the one thing I loved about living when I lived in the West Coast. I loved that because I was like, oh yeah, I could at least run one album if I wanted to. If I was something I'm looking forward to, then I can go to bed. Like you know what
Right.
I mean? Like I could run me a project. Yeah, but that's the thing. J Cole's right though. Like honestly, like it sucks you drop it at midnight. He's like that doesn't make any sense. He was like we should be just dropping it at a good time. That's the one thing. Kanye kind of had it right where he used to just drop in the middle of the day when he would drop.
Yeah.
And it was I've already dropped God is King at like 10:23 in the morning or something like that. It was crazy. Like I remember I was at work, I was like, oh, I guess it's out now. Like I was like, all right. Like I kinda liked it. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, better plan it.
Yeah.
Like at least tell us when, but like you could drop it off of the Friday slot. Also, most artists that
Mm-hmm.
really do have highly anticipated albums should, in my opinion, like leave it up to the people who are hungry and that want to compete with each other. That record labels believe that's what they want, and that you got like Yeet, Fetty Wap, like you got them competing, whatever, and then whoever so and so artist come drop the next day and be like, all right, since y'all got to listen to all that mess on Friday and you get to do that, then now here's my stuff. So we don't got to, you know what I mean? Like, don't get in the mix with that. Just drop
Yeah.
it. Yeah, drop.
Or like another album that I was thinking about, Aaron. I know
Mhm.
you were talking about what is it? The Metro Boomin Without a Warning album. That literally
Mhm.
dropped without a
Mm.
warning. Like they dropped it
Yeah.
and
That's right. That's
oh
right.
shit.
Yeah, it's
But
such a good album too.
I
Good
don't know,
project.
man. I kind of wish artists would like drop them,
Hmm.
or no. What was it that was talking about? I think it was Tyler the Creator. He said he doesn't like dropping his albums on Friday. He drops his like Monday or something.
Hmm.
I
He
don't
Mm-hmm.
know if you
dropped his
guys
last
heard
one
that.
on Monday, I think. I think he did Chronocopia on Friday, or he did the last one I think on Friday, but Chronocopia I think came out on Monday. I gotta look it up, but I think it was like that because he did say that he didn't like dropping it
Yeah,
on the Friday. Yeah.
he he was saying something about like he likes dropping it on Monday because at that time it gives people like the whole week. Like you don't just listen to an
Hmm.
album, at midnight at 9 o'clock,
Hmm.
and then like it's like, oh, this is fire. It gives them from
Hmm.
Monday to Friday to listen to the whole album, really dissect it, and then really sit and think like, okay, was this a good album? You know what I mean? So I kind
Hmm.
of agree with him on that aspect.
Absolutely. Yeah,
Is,
man. I think
is
so
there a
too. Like I
metric?
think honestly that. No,
You
it's
said what,
honestly
James?
it's a dumb standard, honestly, James. Like it's a really dumb standard that record labels
Uh-huh.
kind of put themselves at, where they're like, Fridays, the day we drop music, we all drop it at Friday. I don't know why. I don't know why they thought it was a good idea, especially
Right.
now we have so many competing spots. Honestly, they'd be smarter if they're like, we'll scatter it throughout the week, or like you said on Monday. Like now, it
Mm-hmm.
should get to that
Yeah.
point where like more major artists do that, because leave the Friday music for the young bucks who trying to just drop it at that time because they think that's when they need it, because they need a designated time to be told the one
Mm-hmm.
to drop. You just drop it whenever.
Mm.
To be honest, the other dogs, like, they should know this now. They should
Oh.
know we're not competing. But yeah, that's record. That's up to the record labels, I believe. It really has to be up to them. Like,
I always
yeah.
thought it was like oh, it needs to drop on a Friday for the sake of having accurate tracking for like first week sales. But if
Mm.
that doesn't
Oh, it
play a
might.
part in
Yeah, it
that, then
might.
what's the point? Because
Mm-hmm.
that's the but it would make more sense for it to hit on a Monday and then you play it out throughout the whole week on your drive to work, drive home,
Mm-hmm.
and then by then you'd be like,
Yeah.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
like I rock with it or whatever. Because Monday you could do Monday to
Mm-hmm.
Monday and then boom, first week sale comes out Tuesday. It's the same thing
Yeah.
Friday
Yeah,
to
that's what I'm
Yeah. I
Friday.
think.
saying. I feel like Monday, if you drop it on a Monday, you have that whole week, like your commute to work, your
Mm-hmm.
commute from work. Even if you don't listen to it that whole, in a couple of, it depends on the album, because some people drop an album that's only 30 minutes long, but then some people drop an album that's like an hour, hour
Mm-hmm.
and some change. Even if you don't
Mm-hmm.
finish it within that first listen, you have Tuesday, you have Wednesday to really like listen to it. I don't know about you,
Mm-hmm.
but like me, sometimes when an album drops, I don't like listening to it unless I really am like say Drake dropping Iceman tonight. I'm listening to that like right away. But if it's like
Mm-hmm.
another artist, like I don't know, I don't typically like to listen to it the night of. I like to wait a couple of days, let it breathe, because everyone's listening to it at the same time. Really like
Mm-hmm.
set my mind to listen to the album. And then on like day 3, day 4, I go in the whip, I go take a drive, and I just listen to the album. Because I don't know about you, but for me personally, I feel like an album sounds a lot better when you're in the car and you're driving.
Yep.
Low
Like
key,
me,
yeah.
that's
Yeah.
when I can actually dissect the
Mm-hmm.
album and I'm like, okay, like the 808s are hitting, the beat is where it needs to be. Like,
No, I agree. Like, I was gonna say, yeah, because I was gonna say, what I go to work on Friday, so like what I do usually, if it's not an album that I absolutely need to listen to, I let it run till tomorrow. I wake up and be like, all right, I got a
yeah.
few albums that I'm interested in. Let me see which one I want to listen to more, and I listen to it while I'm going to work. And then when at work, I get to, if I have the time, I get to run the other ones. But yeah, definitely, it's the
Mm-hmm.
car ride too. It's the car ride to work. That's the one that really like did it for me, because when I used to live over there and I used to do my drive would be about an hour long. So I had an hour. So like sometimes, like you said, some projects I can maybe fit two in, or one and a half in there, or just one really long album in there. But yeah, like I need that morning one, just like I get to wake up and just go for it. I was gonna say, yeah, like J Cole and Kendrick are people I'll wait till midnight to listen to. I gotta listen to it as soon as it come out. I gotta get
100%.
that run.
Hmm.
Like, yeah, they're my equivalent to Marvel and Star Wars movies, bro. If it coming out, I gotta see it. I gotta be one of the first people to witness it first, just so I could be like,
Yeah,
cool, because I'm about tired of people ruining it for me, bro. Like, people will
that's what
ruin
it
it for you.
is.
Like, they'll try to, yeah, they'll ruin it for you, bro. Like, I remember when I listened to, what was it, Off Season? They didn't have the feature list on there. I luckily for me, like, I already was running the album, but you couldn't even jump on social media because people skip songs and they'll be like, "Oh, dude, like the said they so and so is all the way down here." I'm like, "Bro, how do you know that by now? I listened to it right when it came out. How did you get that? How do you know
Yeah.
this?" Like, yeah, I'm great. That's how Like That did that to me. Like That did that because I didn't listen to Future's album that night. I was
Yep.
gonna listen to it the next morning, and
Oh,
I woke up. Yeah, I was like, "Yo, what happened?" I was like, "Yo, what?"
yo, that's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah, it's like
dude.
that one SpongeBob meme. You what?
Yeah, you would? No, for real. Because like, how am I gonna wake up? How am I gonna wake up and you telling me that Kendrick dissing folks? And I'm like, where? And they were like
Uh,
on Future's album. How was I supposed to know that? I was gonna listen to Future into this
yeah.
morning, bro. I didn't know that. Yeah,
That's
like,
crazy.
That's
yeah,
I
that's
sad.
how.
remember hearing that shit for the first time, bro. Shit. Damn,
Mhm,
Aaron, they
mhm.
did you dirty, bro. Because that first time hearing him
Yeah,
spaz, damn, bro, they robbed you of
yeah,
a moment.
dude. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
That's
because
why.
nobody
That's
expected to it, man.
yeah. No,
Mm.
People were
hundred
like, "Oh, it's
percent.
just a future album."
Yeah, you know what actually spawned this idea? It was because when I was in high school, they did the new trilogy of Star Wars, and I waited a week to go see it in theaters because I was a kid in high school, so I couldn't just go see it right on the
Right.
fly. And someone in my
Uh-huh.
science class just straight up just like, "Yo, Han Solo dies, bro." I wanted to strangle that dude, bro. I wanted to strangle that dude. He
Yeah.
changed, yeah. Yeah, ever
Yeah.
since then, I was like, I gotta be first to everything. Cause y'all ain't about to do this to me,
Yeah.
bro. Y'all ain't gonna do this to me. Like, that's insane.
Dog.
You can what? Like what, dude? Like, dude, you could have just
That
shut up for a
Yeah.
couple days. Do that. Don't do that. Like I went to go see Doctor Strange 2 one time. As soon as I got out the theater, I jump on Twitter. Someone already spoiling the Illuminati, talking about all these folks in there. I'm like, yo, like look at I'm glad I went and saw this, or I would have had to tear you up, dog. I would have had to beat you up, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like what like what, dog? Like, yeah, that's why with music I have to do that too. If it's an album or an artist I really care about and I've been
Yes.
anticipating, I gotta run it that night. I gotta run it be first so that
Yeah.
I don't act surprised when I wake up in the morning and folks are already talking about it. Because you already know especially when it
yes,
comes to Kendrick
sir.
and J. Cole, if it's something big, we're gonna see it all over the place.
Hmm.
So yeah,
I,
Drake too.
I swear it
Like Drake's
wasn't
another
always
one. I
like
gotta run the
that
album that
too.
night. Yeah. It used to not
Hmm.
be like
We
that.
Yeah. Everything used to be just like, oh, fire song, whatever, whatever. Now it's like, yeah, they're putting out the lyrics, the hidden
Hmm.
features and everything, spoiling stuff. Yeah, I swear it wasn't always
Yeah.
like that.
No, it's engagement, man.
um
On especially Instagram. Instagram's so toxic now, bro.
Hmm.
It's just all engagement farming. That's why they do it. That's why they
Yeah.
post videos or stories we don't care about, so then they could get like 5,000 people in the comments talking about why do we need to know this? That's why, because now they're getting money and they're getting engagement off of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
like yeah,
Oh my
exactly.
God. I never thought of that.
Anyways, I hate to do this to y'all, but all good things must come to an end, bro.
Hmm.
With that being said, we're wrapping up episode number 3. Again, if you've
Hmm.
listened this far, I know we're only 3 episodes in, man. I want to say thank you so much. Like, you don't know how much it means from just being an idea in my head to actually doing this, live and in person. And James, thank you. Aaron, thank you for, joining me on this. It just means a lot, bro, because the fact that you guys are actually sitting, these episodes are not super long just yet, but they are pretty lengthy, so I want to say thank you. So again, if you have been rocking with us, continue to rock with us because it's only bigger and better things that are coming soon. So just stay patient. And yeah, man, with that being said, episode 3 of For the Record, wrap.